things. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for taking your time to come over and see what's going on this side of the camera. If you have been here before or you are a subscriber, so you're regularly getting those notifications, thank you. You know my heart really goes out in appreciation. So, today is Friday, and for the most of us, it's the end of the work week. But what it is for all of us, it's Friday Sews. I want to say thank you to Jen over in today in Jen's sewing room for creating such a community where sewers, crafters, whatever it is we do, we can come on, share a little bit about what we've been doing for the week, get some information on some tips and tricks in sewing, and of course talk a little bit about life. So I have been busy. I always say I'm not going to be that busy, but I'm always finding something that I want to make. What can I say? I love to sew. So I'm going to show you the things that I have been working on, one being what I have on now, but I will save this for last. So I'll get started. I need some blouses in my wardrobe. So I bought some fabric and I'm starting off with this Butterick 6842. Butterick 6842. And this particular pattern, I am doing view A, the sleeveless version. I bought fabric for A and B, which is the 3/4 one, but I got started this week with view A. Now this is a cotton fabric. This fabric actually is a K facet fabric, and this is the blouse here. As you can see, it's I did the sleeveless version, and this is just the facing that turns over, you know, turns back like that. It has the 2 darts in the back, and of course the shirt tail hem. Now, I know this is not buttons. These are ties. I don't know what happened. When I was trying it on as I was making it, and it seemed as though it was fitting, but when I put it on to actually make sure my buttons were going to be in the right place, it was a little bit snug. I wasn't comfortable with the way it would have fitted, so I put it to the side, and then I got to thinking, I want to be able to wear my blouse, so I got some gross grain ribbon, which is this white ribbon here, and it was 1 inch, and what I decided to do was just to sew it down some, and I created these ties. Of course, it's not tied right now. I created these ties. It's really a nice cotton fabric with these circles on it. The design are, these are buttons, if you can really see it, but I really do like it. I do have to wear a tank top because of the opening in between each tie, but it ended up being a nice shirt. So when I make my next one, I have a charmeuse fabric that I bought for the 3/4 length one, and I'll cut it the next size. I don't really know what happened, but that's what happened. The second thing I made was this knowME Beauté de Jour, sorry, Beauté de Jour. And this right here, I can do this all day. I love a tunic. I love something that's kind of, you know, fitting, but just kind of hangs. Here are the line drawings. I know many people have been buying this pattern, and I am here for it all day. I made 2. I watched her do the sew along, and it was so interesting. So it looked like such an easy make. I got 2 of them done in the same day. So the first one I made is this one here. This is a striped knit fabric. It's black and white, has a little bit of gray in there. I did mine sleeveless. That wasn't one of her versions, but I did a sleeveless. Here is the slit that's on the left side. It has the neckband. And oh my God, it's just gorgeous. I am so here for it. I did do a video earlier this week showing the two that I made, and I paired that one with a pair of white pants, and it came out really, really, really good. I then did a second one, and the second one is a black knit fabric that I had in my stash. If I could get this off, I could show you. I had this in my stash. I'm so sorry. This one I did do pretty much like the pattern said. I got the sleeve in there. Here, of course, is the neckband. But on this one, I left the slit open on the left side and the right side. And then here's the ruching that was done on the sleeve. She had elastic. Her instructions were the elastic down the middle of the sleeve and of course on the seam of the sleeve. But oh my goodness, this is so really nice. I love the way it looks on. It was a very easy make, but I decided that I wanted to wear these this fabric. I made a pair of pants. Now, I didn't use the pants that came with that pattern. I used another one of her pants patterns that I really love, the knowME 2001. I really like these pants. I have made them several times. So I decided to pick up this fabric. It's a knit, but like a stretch, like a gabardine stretch for the pants. And I want to show you, I really like these pants because they look like this. And I love it when you take your time matching plaids and stripes. You get all your plaids to match real nicely on the sides. Even like your two hem bottoms, you kind of get them to be about the same. But one of the things I love about this pant is it's got pockets. However, this has the side zip, the invisible zipper on the side, and the pocket. So your pants are zipped up and you got your pocket right here. I really love it. So they have a nice, they fit rather close, and just underneath that black tunic, it's called a dress, but I call it a tunic. The two of them look really nice together. And I have this one posted on the video also. So those, let's see, the blouse, the two tunics, the pair of pants, and then I made this. Now, I was wondering, McCall's 8413, I was wondering why they called this a caftan, because I'm like, this is a dress. But after I made it, I could tell by the way it feels on me, it feels like a caftan. I guess the looseness of it. I have a cotton fabric, a knit fabric here, very lightweight fabric here, but this is what it looks like this right here. And the ties here, these are like regular ties, but what I decided to do, I took my elastic that I had bought this elastic when I was making masks. It feels like a piece of knit fabric, but of course it's elastic, and that's what I ran up both sides of my casings to get this. So mine will do this because of the elastic, but I did leave the string long enough that if I needed to stretch out the ruching where the opening wasn't so deep down at the bottom, I would be able to do so. I had this teal fabric, but I didn't have enough for the entire dress, so I color blocked it. I had the same fabric actually in black, and I went on and just made it two-tone like that. So it's very nice. It's loose fitting. It feels pretty good on, but let me show you the bottom of it. I'm going to be very careful right here. But if you see here, it does have the right effect that it's supposed to have. And then of course the bottom of it is just hemmed straight across. So you have your curved detail going around, and it just evens out to the bottom. I did leave the string here because I don't know if I'm gonna put a bow, maybe some beads or something like that on the bottom of it. I don't know. I just chose to tie this. It's low, so I do have a tank top on, but it's very, very loose fitting, and I really, really like it. I will wear it again, and I'm thinking that depending on what kind of fabric I use, I'm sorry, what kind of fabric I use will determine if I'll wear it around the house like a caftan, or if it's something that I will wear outside. Now, I gotta tell you, I am going outside to the store today, and I'm thinking that I will keep this on because it looks like a dress for real, but it has that feel. It has a caftan feel, so of course that's what I made it for, and that's what I will use it for. So I've been busy like I always am. I am getting ready for Dress a Girl project. Dress a Girl, Mari sews for curves. I know she needs these dresses by the end of September, and I of course have waited for the last minute. I did purchase a couple of pieces of fabric. I may have one or two in my stash. Last year was my first year participating. I did 7 dresses, and so this year I know I want to do at least 7, but my goal is 10. So I'll get to working on those. But that's what's going on in Donna's Things sewing room. God and I sitting back and creating and causing the fabric to do whatever it is going to do. I just really love it. If you want to make any one of those garments that I made, I love it because this one especially, but even the tunics, you know, it kind of camouflaged this front area a little bit. Mine's a little bit snug, but I like it that way. And then of course I have my blouse. So that's what I have been doing. Well, my word for the week is support. I bring that word up because I have been doing a little bit of shopping for school, not for myself, but I have a few people that I like to be a blessing to help them get what their children need for school. And while I was out, you know, I was thinking about how you be a support to other people, but you let people be who they are and do the things the way they like to do them. But things are so different today. When I was growing up and going to school, and when my son, who's of course way past school age now, but even when he was going to school, you got new clothes for school, at least a couple of pieces. You know, you got your new shoes, you got all your supplies. But for me, growing up, you got the underclothes and everything, you know, your panties, your undershirts, your socks, and things like that. And I don't know who does it or who doesn't, but I got to thinking, and I was like, ooh, all these kids need some new underclothes, and they may not, but it's just something that I do. I know they do things so different. So, you know, I just want to be a support, just want to help people as best I can. I don't want to turn anybody into me, but I want to help in the way that I know how. And I've told people before, you have to let people help you in the way that they know how to help. We don't always live in the same circle, so what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for the other. But you let people help you in the way that they know how. You receive the help, and then of course you do whatever with it that you're able to do with it. The other thing going on in life, this will be the 3rd week that my husband and I are at the church that he is now interim pastor, and it's been nice. I knew a little bit about the church before we went there, but now I'm finding out, you know, behind closed doors, and they have a couple of ministries that reach out and help people, and that's a plus for me because I think that is a positive thing, being a support to those that are in need. So that's what's going on over here. I thank you so much for watching. If you like this content or heard something that you liked in this content, hit that like button. Tell people about my channel. I appreciate all the subscribers, and I ask those of you who have not subscribed, please consider it. But if you just like checking in whenever you feel like checking in, I appreciate that too. But more than anything, ring that bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. Thank you again and have a good day. Bye.